Hey everybody, let's talk about consistency and life as an entrepreneur, I guess. This is not my normal video, I know, but you know what? I'm behind. That's the harsh truth. Normally I have things a couple weeks set up in advance, but unfortunately I've been dealing with illness in my family. I've been sick the past couple days, and then I've had some huge projects. I'm getting ready to launch another business in a couple weeks. I'm in the middle. I'm almost at the end of building out my Brand Me program. This is my personal branding training for my clients. I for the past 2 days, I have been standing, recording in my studio for 20 hours over the past 2 days. I'm still recovering. I don't feel fantastic, and I'm just tired. But you know what? The reason I'm doing this is because it's Monday and I don't have any content to post. I don't have a video, I don't have a podcast. And I got done recording, and I'm out of dog food, and I was like, okay, I'll just run out, I'll get a bite to eat. My family's gone, they're down on a spring break trip with the kids. And I was like, I'll get a quick bite to eat, I'll come back and I'll start. And I got back to the house and I'm done, I'm tapped out. But I said, I can't not post. And it's not because I'm worried that my audience is going to be so sad and they're going to miss me. It doesn't have anything to do with the algorithms or likes or anything like that. It just comes down to discipline. And it comes down to living the things that I tell other people to do. And, I literally just got done with this, I'm finishing this Brand Me program. The word I say the most in that entire thing, to the point I even make jokes about it, is consistency. Consistency doesn't matter when it's easy. Consistency matters when it's hard. And, I was just thinking about that. And then I thought about another thing that I say. I'm like, don't worry about perfection. Focus on excellence. And, I was thinking about that, and I was like, well, you know what? I'd rather not post a video like this because it's not going to be excellent. It's not going to be good. And I try to kind of talk it out in my head. And then I was just like, well, yeah, but if you've got to choose between excellence and consistency, which one are you going to choose? Which one's more important? So I said, you know what? We're going to go with consistency. That's what I'm going to do. Showing up, I believe the discipline matters more. If I have 20% to give and I give 20%, that's 100%. That's all I got right now is 20%. And I have to be okay with this. Nobody will probably ever watch this video. That's fine. It's not optimized for YouTube or the algorithm or anything like that. It's not pretty and all done up, but I don't care. I'm doing this for me because I want to look back and, maybe I'll be able to show this example to my kids someday. And I'm posting this video because I want people to know that, hey, you know what? It's okay to just have 20% some days, as long as you give that 20%, because then it's 100%. And that's consistency. That's what it is. And it's hard right now. My back, oh my gosh, my back hurts so bad. A lot of different reasons for that, but I'm probably gonna get a massage honestly tomorrow. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to get on here, and I just wanted to record this little bit of a low moment. We're in the middle of, I have great things happening. I'm not complaining about my life, but just like feeling like, oh man, I couldn't finish, and I wish I could have done this, and it doesn't matter. We're getting it done. We're trudging through. In times like this, I think this is an important message for high performers. I do want to say this. For people who are really driven, for people who have their why locked in, they're goal-oriented, different things like that. You're somebody who's type A, however you want to describe yourself, ambitious, whatever. When it comes to stuff like this, it can be really easy for us to kind of stack it on ourselves and really get down on ourselves. It's like, man, I was at the finish line. I have 2 freaking hours left of video I have to do. You couldn't push through. You just did 20 hours, Steven. You couldn't push through just for 2 more hours. Suck it up. Stop being a, you know what? And I'm like, no, I don't. I gave it my best. I really did. And that needs to be enough. If we can honestly just look at ourselves and say, you know what? I gave it my best. And I'm going to be okay with that, regardless of what the results are. I'm gonna have to push some things back tomorrow. It's gonna get in the way of some other stuff that I had, but that's fine. It's okay. Because when I look back at the body of work of what I just did, I mean, I've done a month of work in 3 days. Like, I have been hustling, I've been grinding. Like, good job, pat yourself on the back, Steven. I don't think that's our natural inclination when we're just constantly focused on the next thing. It's so achievement oriented. A lot of times when I'm talking with people and I'm coaching clients, these are very successful people. They have done things that are incredible, both, some in their personal and professional lives. But sometimes we can really get down on ourselves and we don't give ourselves the grace, the space to sit back and just go, man, let me just take a second here to, just look at the work. Just look at the body of work that I have put into something and go, you know what? I'm proud of that. I tried. I worked hard. I did my work. I wasn't focused so much on professionalism. See, can't even talk. Professionalism. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. I did it with excellence. I did it to the best of my ability. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think that's something that's important, that in moments like this, when it's so easy for me to sit here and just say, man, I'm behind. I'm not behind. I'm ahead. I mean, do you know how many people talk about doing stuff like this and then they never actually execute it? At least I started, and I didn't even just start. I'm almost done. I'll finish it in the morning. But I just think that that's a mindset thing that sometimes we have to be a little careful about. So yes, consistency, discipline, all of these things do matter. But you can't always give 100%. And as high performers, sometimes we need to be okay with that. And we need to be like, okay, you know what? I failed. I had a goal. It's a weird thing to say that. I had a goal to finish by today. Wanted to hang out with my family a little bit more in the afternoon tomorrow when they get back. You know what? If I'm not done, I might do it anyway because they're more important. They've been gone a few days. I miss them. Can't wait to see my wife and my kids. So if I'm not done, I'll probably just bump it to another day, finish it at night, whatever the case needs to be, because they're my priority. But when it comes to doing stuff like this, yeah, I think if I had to choose between consistency or excellence, I'm just going to go with consistency. I think that's the one that pays off in the long term better, and it keeps us from making excuses like the one that I almost did of, well, it can't be to the level of excellence that I want, so I'm just not going to do it. But yeah, that's just what I think when it comes down to something like that. What do you think? Would you choose excellence or would you choose consistency?